Are we ready?
Yes.
Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, whichever time that you're viewing this video. This is the CEO of Meek Productions, Miko Evans, and I'm actually doing this video message to you all because the video recording that we tried to do for the model meeting, something happened to it, so I'm having to re-record it, which is a good thing because I'm able to catch everybody up on what to expect on this coming Saturday for the return of Atlanta Black Pride's signature event, Respect the Legacy Fashion Show. So we're going to kind of go over the itinerary for the actual fashion show as well as talk about additional preliminaries and requirements for both the designers and the models. And any questions, of course, that you need to ask, just either email me at meek2000@hotmail.com, and then you have the email address so you can get me via private message, via Facebook and or Instagram, all right? We're going to start with the production time for the actual fashion show should be around 4 p.m. Starts at 4 p.m. Of course, model check-in for the models will be anytime between 4:30, starting at 4:30 p.m., between 4:30 to 5 o'clock p.m. That will be the model check-in, okay? We need all models there at the hotel so that we can be able to go ahead and start getting you all in and go ahead and start preparing you all for the fashion show to find out, okay, which designers that you're going to be modeling with first, second, third, or whatever. So it'll be starting at 4:30 p.m. From 4:30 to 5 o'clock p.m. will be the model check-in. Final walkthrough and rehearsal will start around about 5:30 p.m. Of course, doors are expected to open at around 6:30 p.m. because we want to start the show on time at 7 o'clock p.m. Show starts at 7 o'clock p.m. no later than 7:15. The program, of course, goes as follows. There will be music intro by the DJ. And then, of course, there will be an introduction of myself as the sponsoring producer by one of the co-chairs of Atlanta Black Pride. And then afterwards, I will introduce the main host and or co-host that's going to be hosting the actual fashion show. Of course, we have Miss Pearl from the Pearl School of Modeling that's going to be the main host of this year's fashion show. Afterwards, for those people and those designers that have been looking at the itinerary, if you notice, I've set aside each designer would actually be able to be showcased individually because I wanted to make sure that each designer have their own platform to actually showcase their garments by themselves instead of just having one designer and one look after the other like your traditional runway fashion show. I wanted to do it sort of like a real showcase, sort of like a talent showcase, so where each designer will have their own section, their own time on the stage and runway, and their models to actually showcase their wardrobe. So there will be a performance by one of our special guest talents, and then of course the first designer, of course, will be Hot Mom Fitness. I want to give her a shout out. We did have a second designer, Mistress Cosmetics, but that's if she shows up or not. So we designated that for her. She will be our second designer showcase. Afterwards, it will be a second performance by Jada Prince, which is one of our Meek Productions music talents. So he will perform second. Our third designer showcase, of course, will be Jerome DeMonte. I want to give him a shout out. And then after that will be our fourth designer showcase, which will be designs by Jeffrey Young, okay? He will actually be presenting our swimwear line. So very excited to have Jeffrey Young on the showcase for this particular fashion show. Our final performance will be, of course, by Love and Hip Hop Miami's own Vanessa Vega. She's going to be a guest model as well as our celebrity performer for this particular fashion show. So we're very excited about that. Our fifth pre-headliner, of course, will be Chaos Atlanta, and he's going to be doing something, a bonus fashion presentation for our liquor sponsor. So we're very glad to have Chaos Atlanta, and for those people who missed out on being interviewed on our media show, of course, which is I think it was either Meek Pro Media Special Edition or either our History of Black Gay Atlanta show. Please check that out on our Mixcloud account, and if you're still interested in being interviewed prior to the fashion show, please just give me a call at your earliest convenience. Many of you all know my number is located in the email, or just reach out to me via private message on social media. Then after Chaos Atlanta, of course, will come the headliner designer portion of our fashion show, which of course will be Dwight Eubanks and the Eubanks Collection. Dwight Eubanks will not be present because he was called to Africa for a gig. But his representatives and his staff would be there. So I wanted to do a shout out to Lena Jones, who's going to be representing the Eubanks collection. So he will be the actual headliner. And then afterwards, we'll have final remarks. We have, before the final remarks, we will have a designer showcase finale. All of you all designers will come out and take your final bows and stuff like that. And then we will have final remarks by myself, the main host, and the co-chairs of Black Pride. And that's it. So we're very excited for the returning signature event for Atlanta Black Pride. We require for the models, we require all of you, for our male models, make sure that you're clean shaven and everything, that your face is clean and stuff like that, that you wear your plain white t-shirts, a white shirt, and black slacks and stuff like that with nice dress shoes. Some designers will provide you shoes and then some won't, but make sure that you wear nice dress shoes, as well as wear the genuine regular black slacks and a white t-shirt or white dress shirt. For our ladies, we need you to just do a simple wash and set, no oils in your hair or anything like that, just simple shampoo and simple conditioner, and that's it, okay? Make sure that your face is just clean and stuff like that, because some of the designers want to have their own makeup artists to kind of make you up for their presentation. So make sure that you have just a straight, clean face, so that way you can actually, have be available to possibly, model for it more than one designer, okay? So I want to make sure I give you all that, and of course you know how to actually come, with your regular jeans or whatever, and your high heel shoes or pumps. Because I don't know if some designers are going to be providing shoes for the females. Just in case they don't, make sure you bring what you need to bring in order to make sure that you're represented well from the female end. For our designers, keep in mind that one of the biggest benefits that we're giving you all is that you all are going to have the opportunity to have a vendor table at the Atlanta Black Pride Marketplace for one day, and that's going to be the day of the fashion show, which is on a Saturday. Please be mindful that setup time for the marketplace is 7 in the morning to 9 in the morning. So you have to make sure that you arrive at the hotel to do your setup from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. If you want to bring your clothes that you're going to be showcasing for the fashion show, you can do all of that within the morning as well, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And of course, the marketplace is from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday. When it comes time for the fashion show, we're going to, I think according to our meeting that we talked about, there will be tables outside of the ballroom where the fashion show is going to be held, so that if anybody wants to inquire or want to purchase any of your designs, they can actually come out of the ballroom and actually go to your table that's going to be set up outside of the actual ballroom during the time of the fashion show. So we suggest that when it comes to breaking down and preparing for the fashion show, that you have some volunteers working with you, so that you can have some people that actually break down your table at the marketplace and help them to move your stuff to the actual the space that's going to be provided for each of you designers outside of the ballroom where the fashion show is going to be held. So we kind of suggest kind of doing that around about the 5 p.m. 6 p.m. hour. Most of that likely 5 p.m. and stuff, because I know model check-in starts at 4 o'clock. So, 4:30. Model check-in starts at 4:30. So I know there will be 2 volunteers assigned to each designer, if I'm not mistaken, anywhere between 1 to 2 volunteers assigned to each designer. I know some of them are going to come from the Atlanta Black Pride team, and I know Pearl is going to be bringing in maybe 3 volunteers and stuff from what she told me. So want to make sure about that you all know about that. And what else? Once again, for those people that would like to get their interviews prior to Atlanta Black Pride weekend, please contact me and we can just bring you back to the office. For those of you that had a chance to come to our new office location where our media studio is located in East Atlanta Village, you can actually just give us a call, or you can wait till we actually at the host hotel, because we will have our media table set up on Friday and Saturday, all day Friday and all day Saturday and stuff, because I know we have 3 workshops to present. 1 workshop on Friday afternoon and 2 workshops on Saturday afternoon before the actual fashion show. So you have your chance to get interviewed as well, live on site at the host hotel, or you can actually come to our media studio prior to that. Just schedule time and stuff so we can try to see if we can get you in. Um, I think that's about it. And so I wanted to make sure that I give you all this video, this final video message from me, and also meeting presentation for those of you that didn't get a chance to make it to our model meeting on this past Saturday. I'm looking forward to meeting many of you all. Some of you all I already know, so I'm looking forward to seeing you all work the runway, sweetie. I'm looking forward to seeing the designs that all of you designers want to actually present at the returning signature event for Atlanta Black Pride, you all. So until this Saturday, until this weekend, happy Black Pride. Looking forward to seeing you all real soon. Take care.